So yeah, that's what's going on. Alright, now, so I'm just trying to get myself situated here. Why? So, first thing we're going to do is take a look at this page. Is everybody here? Oh, yes, you've all showed up. Okay, let's get started here. So, the first thing I feel that I need to do is go here and probably do absolutely nothing. So I guess I'm not going to do anything with this. Because I was thinking I need to do something with this. And I don't. Alright, so let's see what's the next thing. Here's page 2. What do I want to do with this? I don't think there's anything I want to do with this. Now, okay, so the answer is nothing. I guess I may as well try something here. Oh, this is all, oh, let's see, yeah, this is, no, I've got the pieces right here. So I'm going to go to the magenta layer. I'm just going to try something here. I think I might make up a rule that when they're really small, the dots have to go. Make sure I got my double selection, my add to selection. I'm going to make sure I'm on the magenta layer when I'm done making this selection. Now, I suppose convert layer, right? No, not convert layer. Convert to selection layer. I'm questioning, shouldn't I just do a quick mask? See, I'll just convert to layer. Now, oh, that's right. Alright, let's see. This is complicated. So the magenta might be here, but it's also right here. So I'm going to go like that. I'm going to make my selection. Now that oh, that's the problem. It's going to be the black too. So back to the magenta layer. This is probably slightly complicated to understand what I'm doing. It's a little complicated to do it, actually. Alright, so I'm on my magenta layer. I need to make that invisible and then make this visible. And now what I'm looking at is literally my magenta layer. Minus, make that invisible. And the ink, the reason we're seeing the ink is because this is the original ink layer. So now what I want to do is take just that area and I want to blur it. Right, because all I'm trying to do is cheat the I'm just trying to cheat the dots. Now, of course, now that we have this, we can simply go to our tool, paint in some red. Hello. Paint in some red. Oh. Forget about that Gaussian blur trick and just go in here and do what we need to do. And basically got the same look, right? So this would be 90, maybe 90 is probably good, right? All right, so now they're far away. Okay, so now the problem is, now I have to decide whether I'm going to do that again. My brain wants to do it again here, but I don't think I need to. Maybe it should only be that way during close-ups, huh? All right, I'm gonna. You can't lose by doing this. So the fact that the close-ups are the dots is just an artistic decision, because I do think that that looks fine. It's just that I'm like, oh no, I don't think that the dots are distracting to me in the shots where the details are small. So I'm just making this decision. I don't like what I did here. And so we paint it with red. Magenta, not red. And we change the hue to 90. Not the hue, the luminosity. And there, so we fixed that. And this is like that, and I'm fine with that because it's a close-up of her. Okay, great. So now the problem is that this is done. This selection layer, I guess we'll just leave it in, because what we've got to do here is duplicate this and then hide this one, merge this, so this is going to be page 2, and so I have to merge this. And now I take the mask and apply it, and then I'm going to delete this one, X, and this one's the mask is visible for some reason. Oh yeah. Alright, so there's 2 other things I gotta do. I'm gonna play more games. This may not be the most exciting thing in the world, but you know, this is actually part of the making the comic book, right? Unfortunately. Okay, so see these things? Oh yeah, we can't have that. Oh no, your comic book is supposed to be janky and wrong. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'll leave it by golly. But let's see, what did I want to do? Was there something? I could go back so I get the selection. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do. Let's see here. Alright, this is. I just gotta remember, just because I'm live streaming doesn't mean I'm under the gun, so I'm just relaxing and doing this. So let's see, where did we want to end up? Selection area, there. Okay, so we've got a selection area. We need this to be visible. We gotta go to our magenta layer. I know one thing I'm gonna do. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm way off. Alright, we're just gonna have to do this again. Alright, now we have the selection layer. Oh, we have to add to the selection layer. We forgot this stuff. Alright, now we have everything selected. I don't think we do. Yes, everything is now selected. Let's do this and this. And then when we go ahead and throw this down, we're just gonna have to make it like 95%. So 90, I can't zoom out. Cancel. I guess the best thing to do is page size. See, I'm at a dilemma anyway. Let's see. Basically, when I'm considering people viewing this, this is its print size. This is how big it's supposed to look on a computer. Now, its actual file size, though. So the concept is having the choice to see it at this size or at its actual size, which is this. That's a whole thing. So when I preview what I'm doing, I'm not sure whether, I guess the best thing to do is just go to print size. Now what was I doing? Sorry for that tirade. Let's see. Here's the pink. And so H. So I'm just like, okay, 90% is quite a bit. And when I was done with it, I was like, oh, that's all I can see is their pink faces poking out at me. So I'm going to go 92. I got to go 95. Yeah, 95. Now, I don't know how that's going to look, on someone else's computer, but I got to go with what it looks like on mine. And it actually looks perfect. You could barely, I guess the concept is if you can barely tell, that's what I'm looking for. And it's like, if you can barely tell, why bother at all? I don't know. I just want to make sure that their faces don't stick out. And again, as much as I want this to be janky, oh man. What I could do though is try this. No, that's the point. You only cut their eyes out in close-up. You don't have to cut their eyes out when you do it this way. Okay, I've made the changes. That's it. I'm done. So I got to collapse this, duplicate it, call it page 2, period, because it's page 2. And this is supposed to be page 2 raw. Or as raw as it's going to be. So page 2 has to be collapsed. Because it's done, finally. Now, there's a little sprinkle on top. And we are going to add that now. And if I were to oh, I see what the problem is. Okay, we gotta no, let me get that sprinkle going for you. Oh, that is invisible. So let me see. Am I losing my mind? If we go up close, page 2, this has to be deleted, but that's not going to change anything. My problem was page 2 is visible right through this. So once I make this version of page 2 invisible, you're going to see the magic layer. Now let's go to print size. So this is how big it would be if it were printed, which is the size you're ideally supposed to view it on your computer. Is like that's how we use computers these days. It's the size of a book. It's on your screen. It's not supposed to be smaller than your screen. Anyway, that's a little tirade about that stuff. Boink. There. There is the magic touch that just makes it a little bit worn down. You can see if I put that back and then just gives it that little, we don't want to go overboard. Okay, so we've done that. Now I think there was one, oh that's right. If that had, oh shoot, okay, so Control S. So the changes that I've made are entirely minimal, but I had to do them. So now what I'm going to do is in the background, oh, gee, I can't seem to focus here. So I got to open this back up. I got to export this. This is 3. This is 2. The new version of 2. Yes. Page. Okay. There. Now I've exported that. So now I have to back up my work, and that will be done on a different screen. And the problem is I have a, well, the problem for you sitting there, unless you enjoy looking at the picture that I drew, I have to back this up multiple times by hand. So let me just focus on that for a second. I think now is the perfect time for this. Okay, so let me get back to this now. Okay. Just another moment or two. I have to back up that page because it's just important that I do it. I just made changes. I want everything updated. Let's see. Almost done. I have a multi-backup system because paranoid. I've had computer problems. I don't want to end up with my stuff lost, and I'm obsessed with backing it up on 3 different drives. Perhaps that's a little much, but it is happening. Alright, there. Page 2 is done and backed up unless I screwed something up. Alright, so on to page 3. In page 3, we have to do the exact same thing. Now, what is this? I have a work layer for some reason just sitting here. Oh yeah. I don't know. I just can't. I guess there's nothing there. Oh, I know how to find out. Try to select. There's nothing to select. Okay. So I guess this can go. If I need another one, I'll just bring another one in. And what I am going to do next is I've got to apply this rule to this page. Because although it's not bugging me right now, I don't want it to bug me later. And doing this doesn't hurt. So here we go. We go to the raw stuff. We go to the magenta layer. No, we don't have to go to the magenta layer, but we're going to do this in the magenta layer, so let's be in there. So let's carve this all out. I'm not wearing my glove. Why don't I put it on? Oops. This is my big concern right here. I think maybe I'm just thinking too much about what I did, but her whole pose here seems to be just kind of distracted by the dots here. I mean, obviously, is anyone even going to notice this? But I'm doing it anyway, and then it'll be done. Okay, let's see what's next. This one over here. Thanks. It's just as well anyway. People just watching that tracing going on probably don't even know anything's happening. Whoops. I wish I didn't do that.
That hasn't been up very long.
No, I know. I'm just making a joke.
No, I know you're the one who did it.
Mm-hmm.
So you could use some sort of
Hmm.
make it look just like California
Uh-oh. I'm still using subtract. Oh boy. Glad I didn't ruin anything. And I did not. Okay. Oh no, I'm still using subtract. Let's try again. Here we go. There. And one more. Whoops. Now I gotta go to subtract again. Well, I don't have to if I want. If I want the jankies, I don't have to. But I'm gonna anyway. I'll do it half-assed. You won't see it anyway. Okay, don't forget to change it back. And we're almost done. believe we have completed the preparation, and so now this thing gets to say convert to selection layer. And the reason we can't see it is because the entire raw folder is out. We have to deselect that. Then we have to go to the red, and we have to go to the selection layer and select. And now let's just do that. This is the most important panel right here. We go to our red, we go down here, and we paint everything. Oh, look what I forgot to do. I don't think that's going to concern anybody. I don't think anybody's ever going to notice. But what if they do? Alright, so what we do is we go to our selection layer, and we make sure add selection, and we add the selection. And because we are on a selection layer, we use the fill tool to create the selection. And then we make the selection invisible. And now we can color the red, and we can color the red. And that selection will be there if I need it later. Alright, so now we keep our selections live. We can hide the ants, but we keep our selection live because we have to say, okay, it's 95. My brain wants to go 90. Maybe on this page 90 is okay. I can't zoom out now. I have to start over. Maybe on this page 90 is okay. I don't know. Let's find out. 90. I don't see why that's wrong. I'm going to leave it at 90. Now let's see what happens when we close everything up. This is called raw. We have to duplicate this. And then we have to hide this one and merge this one and bring the mask down. And I feel like I've really done a very subtle job with the mask on with the deterioration effects. I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. Now they're there. I mean, you can see it totally gives it a different vibe. Maybe not hardcore, but yeah, see, again, I'm back to where I started before. I'm literally thinking, no, it's too dark. It's not. It's fine. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. Oh, now I have to export this and back it up. All right. Okay, sorry for the momentary lapse of reason. I don't know. Alright, export. Artwork. Strange happenings export. Strange happenings 3. Save. Yes. Alright, that's exported. So, since I exported another finished page, I gotta back it up. So here goes the backup. Oh, like I said, I don't usually back up this often when I'm working. It's for anybody who might wonder. I don't usually back up this often. The thing is, I'm nitpicking pages that I've already saved. So the idea that I'm making changes, I just like, oh, these finished pages have to be updated and backed up. So that's what I'm doing. So let me just back these up. And if you weren't here before the last time, I have a rather rigorous backup protocol. It's a pain, but I do believe it works. Alright, this is going here. He's almost done, folks. I wouldn't usually back stuff up like this. Here goes the final backup. Alright. Oh, so now I don't know what I'm going to do next. Because that's it. The idea is, I kind of got lost in what I was doing. My plan was to make the video of this. Oh, I got to export the time lapse. So that might be what I do. I might have to sign off and just get started doing that and have that uploaded for tonight. And that'll be, and tomorrow I got to get started on tomorrow's page. I'll give you a quick preview. Nope, 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 nope. Not much done, but the first panel is basically plotted out. I really don't know what the next panel is going to be, so I don't even know if I'll live stream again anytime soon. But I didn't do a lot of drawing, but I did a lot of screwing around with this program, and I just made some changes because I wasn't happy with the way it was coming out. I would like to change everything, but then I wouldn't get anything done. I guess I really wouldn't like to change everything. I guess I'm pretty happy with this, so I'm gonna take off, and there'll be a video upload. Most likely tonight. Is it still early my time? Yes, it's very early my time. So I'll export this, and then I'll have all 3 pages like online, so you can pause it and look at them if you want. If your monitor is big enough to look at these on. Hopefully that's the case. Okay. Goodbye.